Hey, everybody, welcome back to Coffee with John. Looking forward to talking with Scott Fishman, Vice President of Sales at Rocket Pro TPO, author of the Sell Smarter Collection, and host with me of the 7-Minute Sales Minute. Fish, good morning.
Good morning, John. I know it's coffee time. Is it okay if I just have water this morning?
Yeah, I'm actually drinking tea, not coffee this morning. Good morning, Fish. So, Fish, you're overseeing a lot of people when it comes to sales and when it comes to leadership. You know, here we are almost at Labor Day. You know, as we get back from Labor Day, you know, sometimes I think taking a vacation, some time off, especially coming out of COVID, where does our mindset need to be when we get back to work on September, the Tuesday after Labor Day?
Right. Well, it's funny you asked that, John, because I was thinking about that on the way to work today. And it's with running the risk of sounding like the typical sales leader, we have to be ready to run. And then when we're done with that, we have to be ready to run. And then when we're done with that, maybe run a little bit harder. And the reason I say that is right now we're headed into Labor Day weekend, like you said. Friday, for all intents and purposes, as Americans, we've talked about this in the podcast too.
Yeah.
Our holidays, our Monday holidays are now 4-day weekends. They're no longer 3-day weekends. Like people hit the brakes Thursday. Some people hit the brakes even sooner, but they're hitting the brakes on Thursday, headed out for the weekend, really getting that lethargic start. People are going to be partying with their friends, family, everybody hanging out, coming back on Tuesday, groggy, not ready to work, hitting that treadmill going 100 miles an hour before they even step on it.
Yeah.
And you got to play catch up. So then you're starting your month behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you are ready to run and run hard. And then kind of like I was mentioning, once that's done, now we're headed into the next month. And now luckily we don't have any more big holidays in September, but we've got to make sure we're getting everything started on the right foot, because before you know it, we're going to be looking back and be like, hey, it's the end of the year. What did we do with ourselves for the last quarter?
Yeah. Well said. Well said. And so, Fish, as a leader now, getting, inspiring, I think, talk to all the leaders out there who need to inspire and get their teams to crawl, to walk, to run, and keep running. Talk about just the leadership skills needed.
Well, really, as far as leading people and leading salespeople, I'm really a big fan of small incremental goals.
Yeah.
We get everything rolling here. Let's have a bite-sized goal. Sorry for the construction, by the way, but let's have a bite-sized goal for today. Let's have a bite-sized goal for tomorrow. Sometimes maybe even a bite-sized goal through half the day, like you and I were talking on the podcast. Let's get all these small little things that are going to add up to something big. Otherwise, if we're giving them a big goal that they have to hit, sometimes they get a little bit nervous and it can be a little daunting. So if you give them bite-sized, easy to digest goals, it makes things go a lot easier.
I love it. I love it. Fish, I appreciate you being on the show today. Those are some really, what you talked about today is so simple, it's complicated. And so for the salesperson out there who needs to come and rev up and know that they need to run, what does their mindset need to be, the nuanced mindset going into Labor Day, and when do they need to start preparing to come back to work and mentally?
Well, absolutely. The mindset going into Labor Day should be, let's have an amazing holiday, enjoy yourself, turn off, but have a set time, maybe set it in your phone, a reminder of some sort that you're turning it back on, right? Let's flip that switch back on, because that's one of the biggest things we see is people come in just so lethargic after the holiday and they're not prepared and they're still in weekend mode. And you got to get ahead of the competition, because remember, if we're talking about people being like that, that means a lot of your competition are going to be back on their heels and they're going to be a little bit tired. So if you come out ready to go, put them back on their heels even further, you're going to win.
I love it. All right. Well said. Fish, tell everybody where they can connect with you, buy your books, the Sell Smarter Collection, and all that other good stuff.
Absolutely. You could find my books, the Sell Smarter Collection, on Amazon. Our podcast, John, is pretty much anywhere where fine podcasts are found. And if you want to get all of it in one fell swoop, you can go to the 30-Minute Sales Coach. That's 30minutesalescoach.com.
I love it. All right. Think community, if Fish's book can help you, I know, go to Amazon and check them out. Fish, thanks for being on this morning. I appreciate it. Have an awesome rest of the day, everybody.
You got it. Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody.